just wanted to welcome you to this class. This is Jay. Hey Jay, say hey. So anyways, I've got this little short, slow flow class planned today. And I expect it to be about 30 minutes long. So let's get started. So you can begin in hero's pose, like I am, with your knees together and your hips over your ankles, or you can just come to child's pose. Child's pose is you fold your belly over your thighs and your forehead comes to the mat. Your hands are down by your ankles. Taking a moment here to connect to your breath. Coming in to the present moment. If you're in child's pose, your chin is slightly tucked, and the wrinkle is coming out of the back of the neck. Shoulders relax, they're gripping. Noticing your jaw, and begin to soften the jaw. Take a deep inhale into the belly and a complete exhale. Maybe part the lips and sigh it out. Again, deep inhale into the belly, filling up, expanding in all directions. Part the lips and sigh the breath out. Breathing on your own. Ujjayi practices in your practice. Begin to constrict the back of the throat, breathing in and out of the nostrils. Making the sound of the ocean. Couple more breaths here. Your next inhale, place the palms to your mat and slowly roll up to hero's pose. So if you're having a hard time here, you can always place a block, or if you don't have a block, you can always grab a shoe box and place it between your heels and sit your sit bones on your block. Inhaling the arms to the sky, the palms meet, and exhale your palms to your heart. Again, inhaling the arms to the sky, palms meet, and exhale your thumbs to your heart. Moving with your breath and on your own. Inhale the arms to the sky, exhale the palms to your heart. Maybe close your eyes here. Moving with your breath. Breath with movement, inhaling the arms up, exhaling the palms to your heart. Finding your breath, finding the present moment. And begin to allow yourself to settle. A couple more movements, a couple more breaths. And on your exhale, bringing your palms to your heart. If your eyes are open, just begin to open them up with a soft gaze. Inhale the arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers with a pistol mudra. So your pointer fingers are pointing up. Exhale, leaning to the right, grounding through the right hip bone to reach through the fingertips. Getting into the side body. Exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. Gaze can be at the ceiling, at the floor, or just neutral. Inhale to center and exhale to the right. Again, grounding through the hip bone, reaching through the fingers. And inhale to center and exhale to the left. Inhale to center, exhale, cactus the arms, open through the chest. Inhale to center and exhale, planting the palms to the mat. Stacking your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. And your hands are big here, big starfish hands. Pressing the fingertips into the mat as you press the mat away and lift through the shoulders. Gaze is at the top of the mat. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze to cow. Exhale, beginning with the hips, rounding through the spine. The head is the last to move. It drops down to cat. Inhale, beginning with the hips, rolling up one vertebra at a time, dropping the belly to cow. Exhale, releasing to cat, moving with your breath. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening the heart to cow. So just move through this motion with your breath. One breath, one movement. Ujjayi breath. Coming back to a neutral spine. Inhaling, extending the left leg long, flexing the foot. So you can stay here, or you can add the right arm, extending it forward. Gaze is at the top edge of your mat, engaging the navel to the spine. On your exhale, elbow to knee comes towards one another, rounding the spine. Inhale, extending, gaze is forward, and exhale, rounding, elbow to knee. Two more times. Inhale, extend, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, extend, and exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bring the palm of the knee back to the mat and just press through one cat, arching the back, rounding the spine, and inhaling to a neutral spine. Exhale, extending the right leg long, flexing through the foot, and inhale, extending the left leg long. Again, the gaze is at the top edge of the mat. Exhale, rounding the spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, extending. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, extending. Exhale, rounding. Moving at your own pace with your own breath. Two more breaths. Two more movements. Inhale, ending in an extended dog pose here, and exhale back to tabletop. Pressing the mat away, rounding the spine to cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhale, planting the feet, flexing the feet, and lifting the hips to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and add some movement here, maybe shifting the hips from side to side. Breathing. Ujjayi breath. Gaze is between your big toes. Exhale, dropping your knees, inhaling up into standing on our knees here. Bringing our palms to our low back. Inhale, opening through the chest. Elbows move towards one another. Your fingers are at your low back, your sacrum here. They're pointing down to the mat. Your chin is slightly tucked. Your gaze is soft. Exhale, sending the hips back to your heels and coming into a child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Inhaling back to table, dropping the belly to cow. Exhale, flexing the feet, lifting the hips to downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out here. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Breathing here. Bending the knees, looking forward, walking or stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat spine. Exhale, bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs, crown of the head drops, coming into ragdoll. So you can grab opposite elbows here, if that feels good to your body. Allow the hands to, the fingertips to rest on the mat. Crown of the head drops. The head is heavy here. You can sway from side to side. Remember to connect to your breath, Ujjayi breath. Coming to stillness, inhale with a flat back. Your palms can be at your shins or your thighs. Your spine is straight. Your head is an extension of your spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, bending your knees, forward fold, crown of the head drops. Inhale, slowly roll up. Extended mountain. Arms reach up to the sky. And exhale your palms to your heart. Close your eyes here and reconnect to your breath. Breathing in and out of your nostrils. Constricting of the back of the throat, Ujjayi breath. Blinking your eyes open. Inhale the arms to the sky and exhale forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Remember you have knees if you need them. Exhale, lifting the hips to downward facing dog. Again, you have knees if you need them. You can always come into a puppy's pose of down dog. It's too advanced for you. Inhaling the right leg to the sky and exhale, stepping it to the top of the mat between your palms and dropping your left knee to the mat. Inhale up into our low lunge here. Palms are at your thighs. Just add a few little pulses here, being very gentle, getting into the psoas muscles. Breathing here, finding stillness. Inhaling the arms to extended low lunge. Hips are facing forward. Your right toes are facing to the top of the mat. Exhale your palms behind your back. Interlace the fingers and open up through the chest. Gaze is up, but you're keeping your chin tucked, protecting your neck. Exhale, releasing the palms. Inhale the palms up, extended low lunge. Exhale, planting the palms to the mat. And if you have blocks or boxes, just begin to shift your hips back, stacking your hip over your knee, your left knee here. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, and exhale, forward fold into our half splits. You don't have to use blocks here. You can always have your fingertips to the mat. Just making sure your back is an extension or is straight here. Breathing into this hamstring. Keeping a slight bend in your front knee. You don't want to hyperextend here. So you don't want to hyperextend. You want to bend your knee. Breathing. On your next inhale, bend your knee and plant your left palm to the mat. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Low lunge twist. Inhale and squeeze that right thigh into the midline. So you don't want to let your knee go out to the side here. We're squeezing it in. Breathing here. Exhale, planting the palms to the mat, lifting up your left knee, stepping back to plank. Inhale, lifting the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet, maybe shift your hips from side to side if that feels good to you. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Part your lips and sigh it out. Again, inhale through your nose. Part your lips and sigh it out. Inhale, extending the left leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping the left foot to the top of the mat and dropping the right knee. Inhale, lifting up to our low lunge. Go ahead and add some pulses here. So we want to keep our knee either over our ankle or behind the ankle. We don't want to do anything that extends the knee over the ankle. Your next inhale, coming to stillness, extending the arms towards the ceiling, reaching through the fingertips. So you're going to feel this in your front quad, maybe into the psoas muscle. Breathing here. I can't really remember what we did, but exhale, interlacing the fingers, opening through the chest, tucking the chin, getting into the shoulders. Shoulders move away from the ears. Fingers reach towards the mat. Exhale, release. Planting the palms on either side of your foot, moving into our half splits. So you can use your blocks. If you have blocks, flexing the front foot. Inhale, lengthening through the crown, straightening the spine. And exhale, beginning to fold forward over this left thigh. If you don't have blocks, your fingertips can be at the mat. Your right knee is stacking, or your right hip is stacking over your right knee. You're breathing. And you're relaxing. Bending your knee. Planting your right palm to the mat. Inhaling the left palm to the sky. Gaze is up at that left thumb. Left knee moves towards the center line. Breathing here. And exhale, planting the palm to the mat. Lifting that right foot, stepping back to plank, dropping the knees, the chin and the chest, and inhaling into cobra. Elbows hug in towards the ribs. Hips and thighs are on the mat, and exhale, release. Inhale, pressing up through tabletop, flexing the feet, lifting the hips to downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out through your dog here. Let's take a deep inhale through your nose. Part your lips and sigh it out. Again, inhale. Part your lips and sigh it out. Bending your knees, looking forward, either stepping or hopping through to your sit bones. Coming to your sit bones, the soles of the feet come together, your knees are out wide, you're coming into a seated Baddha Konasana. So I'm just going to turn, you stay where you're at, I'm going to turn and face you. Palms are around your ankles. Grounding through the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Shoulders move away from the ears. Breathing here. And on your next exhale, you can begin to hinge at the hips. Coming into a forward fold. Relaxing the jaw. On your next inhale, coming up, placing the feet on the mat, bringing the right ankle underneath the left leg. Right ankle comes towards the outside edge of your left hip. Left ankle is going to come across the body on the other side of the right thigh. Fingertips come down here to the mat by your hips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, release. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the left. Your right elbow comes to the outside edge of your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. So your gaze can be even with your shoulders here, or you can turn the chin to look over your left shoulder. Whatever feels good for your neck. And when you, on your inhales, you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Breathing Ujjayi breath. Your next exhale, releasing back to center. Bringing both the feet to the mat and just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Coming to stillness, bringing the right ankle underneath the left leg to the hip. Bringing the right ankle across the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. And exhale, soften the belly. Inhale, reaching the left arm towards the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside edge of the right thigh or knee. Inhale, lengthening through the crown. And exhale, twisting a little deeper. Making sure here that your sit bones are grounded to the mat. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist deeper. And on your next next exhale, release. Unwinding your legs. Feet come to the mat. Knees stack over the ankles and just come to your backs. Shoulders rest on the mat. Palms are flat to the mat. Finding the four corners of your feet, pressing into the mat as you lift your hips towards the ceiling. Thighs and knees squeeze towards one another. Rolling on to your shoulder. Chin lifts away from the chest. Inhale, pressing the mat away, lifting your hips a little bit higher, squeezing the thighs towards one another. This is bridge pose. Breathing here. And exhale, releasing the hips to the mat, hugging the knees in, rocking side to side on your low back. Coming to stillness. Go ahead and just come into a happy baby. You can grab the backs of your thighs, or you can bring your arms to the inside of your legs and just grab the outside edges of your feet. Whatever pose you choose, allow the low back to rest to the mat and the shoulders to release towards the mat. Breathing here. So yoga is about moving with our breath, coming in to our present moment, and remembering who we are. Your next exhale, release the knees to 90 degrees. Knees are stacking over the hips. And exhale, the knees to the right. Your arms can be cactus arms by your sides. So we want both of our shoulders to be flat to the mat, and one way to do that is to press this right elbow into the mat and recenter shoulder blades flat to the mat. Gaze can be at the ceiling or down our left shoulder. Remembering to breathe. We're still practicing Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Inhaling the knees back to center, and just go ahead and place the feet to the mat, lifting the hips just to recenter your hips. Inhale the knees above your hips, and exhale the knees to the left side of the body. Coming into our supine twist. Again, pressing the left elbow into the mat and recentering the shoulders flat to the mat. Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, bring your knees back up, place the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, recenter the hips. Just bring the knees back up to your chest and hug them in. Maybe draw some circles with your knees here if that feels good for your low back. and reverse and go in the opposite direction if you are drawing circles with the knees. Coming to stillness. Shavasana is next. So you're welcome just to come into a corpse pose where your feet are wide to the mat and your palms are turned face up towards the ceiling, your shoulders relaxed to the mat. Or if you'd like to make it more restorative, you can do legs up the wall. And you just bring your hip to the baseboard if you have a wall handy, and just allow the legs to come up to the wall here. And you can adjust the legs however you want. You can even allow them to come out into a V. You can even do a supine or supine Baddha Konasana. Whatever feels good to you. Find your pose. Let's take a deep inhale into the belly. Part the lips and sigh it out. Allow the eyes to close. Allow the belly to soften and the chest to soften. Allow the shoulders and the arms and the fingers to melt into the mat. Allow the jaw to release its gripping and the tongue to move away from the roof of the mouth. Eyes are heavy in their sockets. Breath is natural and organic. The back of the head rests on the floor. Shavasana. Next, inhale, deepen the breath into your belly. Completely exhale. Bring movement to the toes, the fingers. Maybe do some joint rotations in the ankles and the wrists. Next inhale, you can stretch the arms above the head, bend the knees and bring them into your chest. And exhale, roll to your favorite side in a fetal position. Taking a moment here in this fetal posture, allowing for something new to emerge. your next inhale, go ahead and press yourself up to an easy seated position. Inhale the arms to the sky, the palms meet, and exhale, bring your palms to your heart space, bowing your head. May there be peace in your thoughts. May there be peace in your words. May there be peace in your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Yoga by Tanya. Also, you can learn more about me at yogabytanya.com. Thank you.